Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thursday Night FIFA right here on the One Play Sports Network. First things first, it's a big good evening to our friends in Thailand and Vietnam tonight, the two countries that provide our team. So, Nitin, it is Sawadee Cup to our friends in Thailand and Ciao to our friends in Vietnam. Remember, first things first, being socially responsible and sanitising.
Whoa. Okay.
You can never have too much sanitising. The man next to me, on my right, is the man that puts the E into esports, the guru of esports in the One Play Sports family, the notorious Nitin Nambiar. And when I say notorious, I mean notorious. How you doing, Nitin?
I'm good. It's been a busy few weeks for the company here in Singapore. Lots of active SG programmings, new active SG programmings that have come on board with us. So very exciting times and happy to be working hard.
Yeah, fantastic. Those Sports SG shows that we're working in conjunction with Sports SG to produce here at One Play Sports. You've got Rise and Shine at 8:30 till 9:30, a nice little morning exercise show. And then my favourite, the highlight of my day at the moment, 10 a.m, the Latimer sisters, Hells Kells and Babs Latimer. Together, the sisters in the studio giving you a nice little magazine feel for your morning. And then I say that's my favourite show. Catching it very quickly is this afternoon stretch. And I saw some of that in the studio this afternoon. It really is sensational.
Yeah, these guys are really model pros. They come in, they work out for an hour. While working out, they are able to give very clear and concise instructions. So full credit to them. They've got an amazing team.
And very quickly, a word on what you're cooking.
Yeah, that's great too. Learning how to cook some healthy food at home.
I saw you eating some of the food they were making.
They were nice food, bro.
Very nice and healthy, which is very good to see.
Win-win.
Right, let's get back down to the main event tonight, though. It is VNBrothers of Vietnam against Waai Raai ESports of Thailand. The Vietnamese, the seeded team. It's a repeat, really, of the Vietnam-Thailand battle we had on match night 1 when the Royal Cavaliers saw off the Rumour Pro Club. Still no seeds have been knocked out in this round of 32. Nitin, does it happen tonight?
You know what? Potentially, I think there is a good chance that the unseeded team today could cause an upset.
Nitin giving you a teaser that we could be in for a shock. And if you are just joining us for the first time, you are very welcome. Hope you're staying safe during this terrible COVID-19 ongoing crisis, and we're blessed to be able to still bring you some great live content here at One Play Sports. And at the moment, the biggest sport we've got is this one, the One Play Pro Club Challenge. 32 teams from across Southeast Asia, 4 countries represented: Vietnam, Thailand tonight. We've got Singapore, Malaysia as well. $1,700 in the pool, and we're with you every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, 11 p.m. That's GMT +8, and we go all the way through to June with this, one match every night. Now, you've been educating the great audience we have on One Play Sports about Pro Club FIFA.
Yep.
And something that was interesting today, I was having a chat with our dear friend Yusuf, and a big shout out to Yusuf and our friends at Virtual Pro Gaming VPG, without whom we simply couldn't be bringing you this fantastic tournament. And he mentioned one of the players in the team for VNBrothers. I think it was Jesus, and he said he's a foot. He's a foot.
Yeah, he's a
FUT,
verified
what does that
FUT
mean?
player. Meaning, okay, so you take part in a competition called the Weekend League over the weekends when you play FUT. And once you reach a certain number of wins, you become a verified player, which is exactly what Jesus 24 is. He plays CDM for the VNBrothers, and that's not easy to get. So this guy is
he's good.
one of the best in Southeast Asia.
Going to keep an eye out then. That's the man to watch out for. We'll look at the teams very shortly. But first, again, if you're new and if you're wanting an update, if you missed one of the games over the last week, let's update you on how the tournament is looking. We've got our tournament bracket there. It's majestic, isn't it? All those 32 teams. And, of course, we've already lost 6 of them. 6 teams through to the round of 16. You can see that top left side of the bracket. To the Moon through. Ones to watch and Royal Cavaliers. I think that's already penciled in as one of the highlights of the round of 16. If we go to the bottom left of the bracket, you'll see Hyenas of Thailand through to take either Cat Nino or Densetsu of Singapore and Thailand respectively in the next round. Maximus against Tiki Taka. That's a causeway clash. Mouth-watering, some of these round of 16s. And for the first time tonight, we go to the right-hand side of the bracket because, as you can see, VNBrothers and Waai Raai ESports at the top. They'll take on the winners. The winners of this one will take on the winners of Amigos and One godlike. So there is plenty to look forward to. We'll rattle through now the scores so far and the upcoming games. You can make the dates in your diary. We've had 6 games so far. Tonight is match night 7. And here is what has happened in the tournament so far. We started on match night 1 with the Royal Cavaliers, who were very impressive in beating Daruma Pro Club by 3-1. To the Moon, impressive also, thrashing Kitty, or Kita Kata. Kita. Wow. Ones to watch. What a game that was. The first leg finished 3-3, but the Singaporean seeds went through. Hyenas going through against Pig, Fight, Knife. Yeah. Moving swiftly on. Let's rattle through these. Maximus, Tasmanian Devil. That going the way of the Malaysians. And on Tuesday we saw Tiki Taka. Very impressive. Workman-like but impressive against Dizzy Esienta. It's Thailand-Vietnam tonight on Saturday. Big Causeway clash. The numbers are going to be huge. Don't miss out. 11 p.m. Saturday for La Rojak football against Ankatsuki. And there is more to come. Cat Nino against Densetsu. Look at that. Thai Gang against RDS VFC. I don't think we've had a Singapore against Thailand clash so far. So that's a date for the diary on the 7th of May. And we go all the way through to the worst generation, who are one of the tournament favourites against Kerapok VFC. So it's all happening, Nitin. I ask you this most nights, and I think I'll repeat it again, bearing in mind what we saw on Tuesday from Tiki Taka. Most impressive team for you so far, who?
Wow. It'll have to be, again, I'll go for 3 of them, Royal Cavaliers, To the Moon, and Tiki Taka, but I'll probably put Royal Cavaliers and Tiki Taka up there with being the 2 best teams I've seen so far.
The players are going through final preparations. We're going to get to the action live very shortly. A reminder, if you want to have your say, get on the comments on Facebook. It's all about LSFC. And if you're wondering what LSFC means, Nitin, tell them.
Like, share, follow, and comment for some of the best content that you're going to see during this whole COVID period. We've got you covered.
Carlo Alboro is on Facebook. He says he's watching here from Davao Oriental Medicine University. I'm assuming that's Davao in the Philippines. Great to have you here.
Hi, bro.
Carlos, lovely there. Lots of people coming on. We got Tabong is on Facebook. Rose on Facebook. Great to see so many of you having comments. And lovely as well to see the sentiment of everyone from all over Southeast Asia and beyond, asking about everyone's welfare, even on the comments section on our Facebook page. Don't forget as well, you can email studio@oneplaysports.com if you want to email us in advance and get us to give you a shout out during our coverage. It's really building into a lovely community, this, isn't it, this esports on One Play. It's gone through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, esports has always been a nice place, a good community, and it's good to see it growing from strength to strength and taking us on to better things during a tough period for the entire world.
Yeah, stay strong, everyone, and stay safe. Listen to the advice that your government is giving you. Right now, enough talking. Let's get down to business. Tonight's main event, Vietnam against Thailand. A team that come with a high reputation are the VNBrothers. Second in the Vietnamese league this season. They were champions last campaign. And Waai Raai ESports, in contrast, a little bit of an unknown quantity. They are third in the Thai league, but Nitin seems to think we could be in for a shock. Let's check out the team lineups, Nitin, and tell me and talk me through these team lineups and where you think Waai Raai ESports can hurt the VNBrothers tonight.
No problem. So firstly, with formations, the VN Bros are going for 4-1-2-3, while Waai Raai are going for a flat 4-4-2. Again, VNBrothers could have the advantage with their 3-man midfield, but we'll get on to that later. With regards to star players, the VNBrothers have Kun P up front, who's also the player manager. That guy has 15 goals in 8 appearances this year, almost 2 goals in every game, so he's someone to look out for. With regards to Waai Raai, they've got Jorginho up front. He's got 32 goals in 28 appearances. So again, we've got 2 strikers with more goals than games. I think one of them is going to win them. They get them through to the next round for sure.
And all eyes, of course, on the man you see there playing a central defensive midfielder, Yeezus. As we said, he is foot verified, which in parlance of FIFA is one of the highest accolades you can have. So he should be the business.
It is very hard to get. I believe you've got to get 24 wins in a 30-game week. So no room for errors. This guy is up there with the best.
Okay, prediction time, Nitin. Correct score. You've been struggling a little bit with your correct scores of late.
Yeah,
we haven't had too many goal
teams
fests.
pretty much right, though. Just the scores are a bit wrong. But I get your point. I'll go for the unseeded team today. I'm going for Waai Raai. I think it'll be very close. but I'm going for the underdogs today, maybe 3-2 overall.
Interesting. I was speaking to Yusuf of VPG Virtual Pro Gaming before and saying we've had a couple of low-scoring affairs over the last 7 days. And he says he actually thinks, people don't want to be embarrassed. So you've got teams playing a little bit defensively and no one is prepared to take a chance. So
yeah, I mean, when I play FIFA regularly, losing a game 3-0 for one really ticks me off. So I can understand why these guys, when you're playing under the pressure of being broadcasted, I'd understand why you like to play a bit safer, but I think in general we love to see more goals.
Great to see so many of you getting involved on our Facebook page. Like, share, follow, comment. Are we close to going pitch side?
Yes, we
I
are.
believe we are. It's match night 7 in the One Play Pro Club Challenge. VNBrothers of Vietnam against Waai Raai ESports of Thailand. Let's see who is going to join. Royal Cavaliers, To The Moon, Ones to Watch, Hyenas, Maximus, Tiki Taka in the next round. So, as we arrive at the Waai Raai home, with Thailand playing the first leg at home. We'll see the Thais in blue and the Vietnamese in red. The Thais in the blue playing from left to right in this first half. Vietnam in the red playing from right to left. And straight away a chance for the banker and MasterCard to get on the ball. Confident first minute for Thailand.
How great is it that we have the banker and MasterCard on the same side?
Very clever. I see what they've done there. I actually didn't notice that. You've spotted that before me.
It happens quite often.
I wouldn't go that far.
If you say so.
Down the left-hand side. Here's Mad with a great cross in the middle. What a save! But the rebound and it goes in. One of the earliest goals we've seen in the tournament. The celebration is sensational. And the VNBrothers.
Is it VNBrothers?
Yeah, the VNBrothers.
Oh, man, I thought it was Waai Raai.
You don't even know which team's which.
I
You're
got
giving
it wrong.
me stick.
I got it wrong.
Goodness gracious me. The VNBrothers taking the lead. We'll get confirmation of that goal scorer shortly. I think Yusuf, can you give us confirmation of the goal scorer there?
Any idea, bro?
It was
Anwu, the left winger.
Yeah, Anwu.
Nice. Really good player. Really good, nice and precise cross. Unlucky with the first finish, but got it on the rebound. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was a great save from Guyang initially.
For sure, yeah. Great save.
But they've got a mountain to climb now. Of course, don't forget, it's over 2 legs. We're watching the first leg now in Thailand. The second leg will be played immediately after this one in Vietnam. Away goals do count double. We'll go to golden goal extra time if required, and penalties in the AB format if the golden goal extra time can't.
This is one of those games that I wouldn't be surprised to see go into extra time. The quality in the Thai and the Vietnam leagues are really high, so both teams to be second and third in their respective leagues, they've got to have quality.
Mad down this left-hand side. Is an absolute storming start to the game. Mad. Ooh. Lovely work.
Easily gathered by Guyan.
Yeah, feel for Guyang, yeah. Great reactions as well, wasn't it, from Angwu, following up his initial shot that was well saved, and he's onside here, Mad. Mad, a great start to the game. Inside, outside, looks for the cross, finds support, and that was a crucial clearance from Max player.
Putrande showing some great skills, turning his men with such ease. It's always nice to see a player pull off skill moves early in the game.
Everyone on our Facebook page enjoying that goal. Here's down this left-hand side. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there, but they might have pinched a corner out of it. Yes, they have. First corner of the game, quarter of an hour in. And it's the Vietnamese leading by a goal to nil. Are they going to be able to make it 2? We still await our first goal from a corner in this inaugural One Play Pro Club Challenge. There it goes. Now,
they've got
Jorginho. That referee brought them a long way back for that decision, but the free kick goes after the referee played advantage.
I think in the first 20 minutes you can see the 3-man midfield of the VNBrothers doing a bit more and controlling the game as compared to the 2 in midfield for the Waai Raai side. So that's something that they'll have to look at halftime.
In the area they go, they're dominating possession here. The possession stats will be very interesting at halftime. They're going to be able to alleviate the pressure. With a goal kick, but they're coming again here. They just can't get anything going offensively, Waai Raai ESports. They might have a chance now, though. Max player. Inside it goes. Look at that defensive work. There's the man. The foot-verified Jesus. First chance we've seen his influence.
Again.
Yeah, that was disappointing from Tan continue trying to get it through.
3 times in a row, he just won the ball there. Credit to him. Make that 4. Oh, I guess gives the foul away.
Well, there's a free kick here. Now, first chance in an interesting piece of real estate for Waai Raai ESports. And Verdenu is over it. Verdenu!
Good save.
Straight at the keeper. And Nyong gathers it comfortably enough. Opening start to this game, isn't it? Nice and open.
Yeah, I think it's Nguyen though.
Okay, Nguyen.
Yeah.
It's Gao Din. Gao Din was a little bit casual with that cross.
Yizu's putting in a very solid defensive performance so far.
Diabla. Oh, they're in here. He's onside. Can he get there before the keeper? Great goalkeeping from Nguyen.
Nguyen.
And I can see Chow Tran is on the Facebook page saying Nyong Tiong is one of the best pro club goalkeepers in Asia so far. And he showed it there as well. Great. Keep the comments coming on the Facebook page.
I liked how he came out and he hesitated a bit because he wanted to see what the striker was going to do. Still had enough time to gather the ball, so great play overall from the keeper.
They're all over them here, giving all kinds of problems to the Thais at the moment. Oh, look at that skill. Cao Tritin. Yi's use. Look at that for a pass. Sensational. Right into the path of An Vu. And the shot comes in.
Good try.
And it's over the bar.
You could see what he wanted to do there. He wanted to get the left foot finesse right into the top corner, but just failed on the execution. Good idea, though. And I think it's fair to say that the VNBrothers have been dominating this game.
Oh, they're in the box here, and that was very close to being a penalty. Not when he went into the goalkeeper, but just prior to that, I thought there was a tug. They survived, though. I'm not sure playing it like that.
What is that?
From your own goal is a good idea. Can they make it 2 before half-time? An uncharacteristic weak pass, and Dybala tries to get it away. I don't know why you keep looking at me for the names. You didn't even know which team was which.
At least I'm getting the names right.
Gao Din. It's just gone out, I think, for a goal kick. Five minutes, 5 virtual minutes.
Yeah.
Time. The banker. More nice work.
Just
Gao
dominating.
Dan. Look at this. We're in again here with Cao Tritin. He's been really influential. The banker manages to clear, but save for that free kick that was straight at Nguyen. They've had no real efforts on goal, and certainly hardly any possession in the Vietnamese final third, the Thai team of Waai Raai ESports. Use Gao Din.
This is literally end-to-end stuff.
Yeah. Verdenu. Over the top it goes as the flag stayed down. It has Jorginho. And that was an really important interjection from Arkiti. And he's helped launch a counter-attack that could yet pay dividends as we come to the end of a first half that's been interesting. Certainly the Vietnamese in the ascendancy, but it's not been all one-way traffic. Crucially, though, that goal inside the first 5 minutes. Did we confirm that was scored by Youssef? Can you tell me? It was An Vu. Yeah, we confirmed that, didn't we? Sorry, An Vu with that 5th-minute goal. And there you see, well, 3 shots on the stats for the Thais. I only really counted 1. Don't know where those 3 shots came from.
Those stats aren't very accurate most of the time.
Oh, really? Is that the case?
Yeah. As you know, it's accurate most of the time, but there have been games where I don't understand how little or how many shots I got with regards to the FIFA stats. They're not as accurate as I'd hope.
And one of the great things about this tournament, I'm just looking, when I look down, it means I'm looking at the Facebook page to get the comments. There's so much national pride involved here. We've got Vietnam playing Thailand. I can see the numbers for this one are going to be huge. Welcome wherever you're watching in the world. The Philippines are having their say as well, of course. The Filipinos not in this tournament. I would like to think we might try and get the Philippines in our next Pro Club Challenge. If you're watching in the Philippines and you're waiting to be part of this, we'll try very quickly. Second half is underway. It's the Vietnamese playing from left to right in this second half, leading by a goal to nil in the red. In the blue, Waai Raai ESports, and Guyang had to be really on his toes there to clear that.
Yeah, the VNBrothers are really quick starters, aren't they? Even in the first half, they created a chance within 2 minutes, and they did the same in the second. So a very offensive team, something we love to see.
Coming again, a second goal now would leave the Thais with an absolute mountain to climb. Of course, if it stays at 1-0, a 1-0 win for them in Vietnam would be enough to take it to extra time. And they've got a chance to get on the score sheet here. Great work from Tantino. In the middle it goes. They just couldn't apply the finishing touch. And Green Day with an excellent clearance. And just like that, they're in on goal. The flag stays down. The net is bulged. And it's that man, Putran. Both wingers have scored. The Thais are in a world of trouble now. It's VNBrothers 2. Waai Raai ESports 0. What a goal. And only seconds after they look like they might concede.
Yeah, we were saying how this game is end-to-end. So the Waai Raai had a chance. They missed. VNBrothers on the counter-attack, 3 passes and a goal. That's how you counter-attack. If you want to learn how to counter-attack on FIFA, rewind this back about a minute and you'll see how VNBrothers did it to perfection.
Sensational stuff from the Vietnamese seeds here, VNBrothers, and Nitin Shout of our first upset, not looking likely at the moment. They really feel got to get at least 1 goal here in this.
Yeah, I've got to stop picking the unseeded teams, I think.
You've only done it twice, to be fair. And surely we've got to have a seeded team beaten eventually. I know they're seeded for a reason, but, you know, some of these games have been tight in scorelines that could easily go against you.
It will happen, but having said that, Waai Raai created a really good chance before they conceded that second goal. They could have easily got the equalizer there. So, you know, it's far from over, but 2-0 isn't a very positive scoreline at this moment for the unseeded team.
I must just say, I'm looking on Facebook as well. Great to have so many of you here. And a very dear ex-colleague of ours, Alistair Roseborough. He's actually watching. I didn't know. Even Alistair Roseborough now is an esports fan here on the One Play Sports Network. Back to the keeper it goes. You get the feeling they're in total control now. There's 30 virtual minutes left in this second half. A third goal in this, and it's going to be a question of can the Thais keep it respectable when they go to Vietnam for the second leg.
Yeah, it's been a totally dominant performance from the seeded team here.
Oh, Galdin, look at that skill. And that was an important block. I think it was Jamrak that got in the way, and if not for his intervention, they'd have been in a world of trouble.
Yeah, but credit to Waai Raai, you know, they've got the 2 strikers up front who have been causing problems, so I can see them scoring, but it's about not conceding at this point as well. Oh, what a ball!
That is great save from Goyang.
Wow.
So much success down the left-hand side. And I think it was Putran, the scorer of the second goal, who that time tried to turn provider. And Goyang again, what a save that is. How on earth has he stopped Putran from scoring there?
I have no idea, but I have to say the quality of delivery from the seeded team here today has been amazing!
Oh, too easy and too good.
Gaudi in the centre meet.
Gaudin makes it 3 goals and 3 different goal scorers for the VNBrothers, who will go back to Vietnam in the second leg in total control.
Who doesn't love a scissor kick goal? Great work set piece. The header back in to Gaudin was absolutely spot on, and he made no mistake with a wonderful scissors kick.
Well, I think you have to say on the face of it, we were very impressed, weren't we, by the Vietnamese team, Royal Cavaliers, on match night 1. This, arguably, with still, 90 minutes, 110 minutes of the tie to go, is even more impressive. And you get the feeling we could be en route to the biggest scoreline of these championships so far.
Potentially, and the way the VNBrothers are playing, I wouldn't put it past them. They have been absolutely terrific, both defensively and offensively in this first leg. And it must be very disheartening for Waai Raai at this point, but I hope they still continue plugging hard and manage to get a goal to keep the tie interesting.
Yep. There's been only one team, I think, who failed to score in their 2 ties, and that was Disea Sienta, who lost 2-0 against Tiki Taka. Pig Fight Knife as well. I don't think they got on the score sheet, did they? Yeah, they're both 2-0 wins on aggregate, those 2 matches. Here's Gaudin. Great to have Chow Tran with us watching on the Facebook page. And it's through to the keeper, Gu Yang, who, to be fair, has made about 3 or 4 world-class saves himself. But for him, this would be a 6 or 7-0 job.
Yeah, he's been amazing in this game, but you know, 3-0 down, he won't be happy with his performance, I'm sure.
Got on the edge of the area there, but they couldn't make it count. And they can't pick up the loose ball either. And the Vietnamese are coming away with just over 10 virtual minutes to play here in the first leg of match night 7.
A chance here.
Oh, takes the deflection and at least get a corner. Their first corner of the game.
Matt Kalele with a block. I love that name.
Max player. They go direct. Keeper gets something to it. Danger's not cleared yet. Now it is.
Now the counter's on. There you go. Oh, unlucky with the pass.
I have to say, some of the language in the Facebook comment section is getting a bit fruity.
Oh, they've got a goal.
And speaking
Oh
of
my
fruity,
God.
skied it. Jorginho, 32 goals for Jorginho, and that should have been 33 knitted.
It should have been. I think I think the pressure of the situation got to him. Instead of taking his time with that, he rushed his shot, and the outcome was very, very disappointing.
Chao Tran wishing greetings to everyone in the ASEAN region from FIFA VNHQ.
Oh, great skill.
Look at this.
Oh, what a ball.
Off
Offside.
flags up. But it looked too good to be true. When it looks too good to be true, most of the time it is.
Yes, yeah.
Guyang.
Hey, but we got to mention the front three who've been absolutely electric in this first leg. Kunpi, Anvu and Putran have been top-notch.
We haven't seen much, have we, from...
It's like a Salah, Mane and Firmino up
We
front.
haven't seen much from Yi's Use, the foot verified player, and I think, to be fair, that's because he's not been required.
Exactly, he's the CDM. He's just sticking to his tactical discipline, and he's playing the game well.
Gaudin.
Oh, great switch.
Gets it back. Shot comes in just wide. Well, Gaudin, he's already scored 1 in this second half. That was nearly 2.
Would have been deserved as well. I think no one will complain if VNB ended up winning this game 5-0 as well. They've been absolutely dominant.
You certainly have, Nitin. And it's going to be a big, big ask for Waai Raai ESports to come back in the second leg of this one.
Oh, offside.
And that, I think, will do it for the first 90 minutes of this two-legged tie. It's finished here at the Waai Raai home. Waai Raai ESports 0, VNBrothers 3. An early goal from Anvu in the first 6 minutes. Putran made it 2 just after half-time, and Gaudin with a sensational effort, making it 3 on the night. And the second leg, which is upcoming in just a couple of moments' time, is going to be painful for the Thais. There's surely no way back for them here, Nitin.
Yeah, I don't think so. A totally dominant performance from the VNBrothers. Waai Raai had their chances, but they just couldn't take any of them. VNBrothers had more chances and could have scored more. So
let's have a look at these highlights. That was the first goal from Anvu. Great initial save from Guyang, but great reactions. Look at that. He managed to gobble it up twice.
yeah, I'd like to say something about the VNBrothers crossing also. We've seen so many teams put aimless crosses into the box throughout this entire tournament, and they have crossed with such accuracy today. I think it's been a real joy to watch their crossing for sure.
Well, that was the opening goal. We had to wait till 10 minutes into the second half to get the second one, and that's the passing that you're talking about, Nitin, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, their timing of the pass, the weight of the pass have all been perfect, and
the runs
it's been
as well.
very, very, very impressive, because I know anyone who plays FIFA knows how hard it is to get these things right, and these guys have been doing it flawlessly.
That was Putran in the 53rd minute, and then in terms of spectacular goals, I like the celebration there. What's that celebration called?
That's the Buffer Timmy Gomez used to do that.
Okay, and this is the third one, the scissor kick finish. Well, we said we hadn't had a goal from a corner so far in the tournament. We have now.
Yeah, I think who got that assist though? I think it's Arkiti, and shout out to him. He's been awesome at the back. 2 times he was faced 1-on-1 with the defender and he won the ball. So he's won the flick on for this goal as well. So he's got to get a mention. Been absolutely superb in that first leg.
That was Gaudin with that scissor kick with 22 minutes to play. And that was all she wrote for the Thais, who've got to come from 3 away goals down. So basically, the only result we can have now in this second leg in Vietnam to go to extra time for the first time ever is a 3-0 win. No, 3-0 win, it goes to extra time.
Yeah.
It can't be done, can it? I mean, can they score at least? They showed enough that suggests they could get on the score sheet, but trying to keep that side out for the game is a home advantage as well. It's going to be very
exactly.
difficult.
No, I like to. You know me. I like to sit on the fence usually, but if you ask me if this can be done, I don't think so. The opponents are just too good, and if you attack them enough, they'll hit you on the counter, as we saw with that beautiful third goal. 3 passes, and the ball is in the back of the net. So these guys know what they're doing. Is there a way back for Waai Raai? I don't think so, but they can potentially win the second leg, but I don't think they can qualify.
The biggest margin of victory we've had over 2 legs is the 5-1 win that To The Moon of Thailand got against Kita of Malaysia. That was a margin, of course, of 4 goals. The record could go tonight, couldn't it? If they, they're capable, if they're on song and go for it, to put another 4 and 5 past the Thais, aren't they?
If I had to predict, I think the record will go tonight. I think the VNBrothers have shown in that first leg that they are here to compete. They're here to show the world how good they are, and that's exactly what they've done with that first leg performance.
Really looking forward to seeing this. And speaking about what I'm looking forward to, what about Saturday night's main event right here on the One Play Sports Network at 11 p.m. It's La Rojak Football of Singapore against Ankatsuki of Malaysia. And we were raving, weren't we, about Tiki Taka. La Rojak Football come with a similar reputation.
Yep. If what Tiki Taka have given us so far is an indication of something similar to what La Rojak can show us, basically, then we're going to have a really exciting game. La Rojak are famous in the pro club scene here in Singapore. I've heard of them, and I'm looking forward to their clash against
Ankatsuki of Malaysia.
Ankatsuki. So another causeway clash.
Yeah.
We've seen a causeway clash so far. It's been exciting, and expecting nothing less from this one as well.
Have to say, keep the thoughts coming in on the Facebook page. It's all about LSFC. Tell them, Nitin.
Like, share, follow, and comment on
I think
the One Play Sports page.
I'm going to be speaking to Yusuf after. Yusuf
Sure.
of Virtual Pro Gaming with us in the studios here to help deliver this coverage, because there's a huge Filipino influence on the Facebook page tonight, and obviously FIFA big in the Philippines as well. Maybe that's going to be the next territory that we embrace in terms of our tournaments.
We already have an office in Philippines. We've got a wonderful team there. Unfortunately, they're on lockdown now, and they can't produce much, but we've got a wonderful team there, and we're definitely looking to grow in that country, and we hope we can have your support.
A reminder, studio@oneplaysports.com, the email address. If you've got a shout out, if you're going to be watching when one of your teams or playing, or one of your friends is playing, and you want to have a shout out, studio@oneplaysports.com. That's the best way to contact us. Live, obviously, much better just to have a comment on the Facebook page. Just waiting to hear when we're ready to go back to the action. We'll be heading to Vietnam and the VN Stadium for the second leg. We're trying to find a sort of a message and narrative here that could suggest this game could still be interesting in terms of the competitive nature of it. I think we're struggling, but as we saw in that first 90 minutes, they're playing the game, the beautiful game in the beautiful way. VNBrothers, they really are easy on the eye, aren't they?
Yeah, both teams. For all the good play that VNBrothers did, we've got to credit Waai Raai as well. They could have easily come and park the bus and made it difficult for the VNBrothers, but they were confident enough in their ability to attack the opponents. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them this time, because the opponents happened to be one of the seeded teams and a team that are looking very, very strong in this competition. But we've got to give them credit for at least trying to play football and trying to play the game the right way.
Yeah, and they had a couple of chances, didn't they? I mean, it was Jorginho really that should have scored. That was a guilty opportunity. And they have been allowed some space on the counter-attack when they've made a break at the Thais. They've got in behind the Vietnamese a couple of times, but you've got to be clinical at this level, because you're only going to get a couple of chances a game when you're playing this quality of opposition.
Exactly, and to create chances, you need to commit players forward. And when you commit players forward, what happens? You leave yourself open at the back, which is what we saw with the VNBrothers' third goal. So Waai Raai have got to find a balance. I don't think they'll find the balance quite right tonight, but they've got a chance in the second leg, to redeem themselves and hopefully get a win.
Great to have one of our Thai friends watching on Facebook. That's Thai Chuan Pung, and it's as always, Sawadee Cup if you're in Thailand, and as they say in Vietnam, ciao.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.
A quick word about your shirt tonight while we
Yes.
wait for the second half. It's a kind of it's seen better days, hasn't it?
Yes, it's called Vintage. Now, it's actually a shirt that was passed down to me by a relative, and it's a shirt that means a lot to me. I still like it. I like the batik designs, and yeah, that's about it,
How
man.
old is that shirt then?
It's about 6 years old.
So who passed it down to you? They only had it for 5 years. Then
No,
gave it to
he
you?
couldn't wear it, so he passed it to me.
All right.
Yeah, relax. There's no history, all 100-year-old
You
shirt.
tried to build it up, didn't you? Let's get pitch side. More on Nitin's wardrobe a little later in the show, but we go now to the VN Stadium for the second leg, and the VNBrothers playing from left to right in the red, same colours as the first leg, and the Thais in the blue playing from right to left. And straight away, Jorginho, this is a good start from the Thais. Here they're in! Oh, well, Green Day with the saving tackle, but what an explosive start inside 3 minutes.
Again, these guys start the game really well, and they've proven it again that... Oh, no, sorry, it was the opposition this time. So that's nice. Nice to see that Waai Raai have taken the front foot here.
For the last time, it's the Thais in blue, the Vietnamese in red.
I can't hear you, Patrick.
There's a couple of young boys out there who would kill for the chance
Audio
to do
issues.
this job.
Audio issues.
You're letting me down, you're letting One Play Sports down, and more importantly, you're letting FIFA down, Nitin.
You're letting yourself down every week.
Here is, yes, it's a bit similar, reminiscent of my colour blindness yesterday, mixing up purple and blue on Tuesday night when we enjoyed tiki-taka against Dizzy Sienta. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Look at this great challenge from Martial. Ayon Martial.
What are they doing?
Second time we've seen them do that. And they just coughed it up. You cannot cough it up to teams like VNBrothers like that. Oh, out of nothing.
Advantage.
Well, advantage was play the free kick.
Relax.
I can't help it. When the ball hits the back of the net, I get excited.
Beckham to Rooney.
Yeah. In they come again. Well, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to be speaking to my agent. I can't be putting up with you. Gaudin over on this far side gets it. Ooh, across they go. Well, they've not been as clinical so far. VNBrothers, only early stages.
Yeah, it's only been 12 minutes, Patrick. Give them a chance.
Okay, mate. No point listening to you. You told me that the Thais were going to win.
I had to make a prediction. I haven't seen the sides play.
Yes, but the idea about when you're the expert pundit, the idea is to get the predictions right. It's not just like toss a coin. You're supposed to put some expert analysis into it. Okay. I would have expected you to be scouting these teams all week.
I could have easily gone with the seeded team and go the seeded team every week.
Well, if you'd have done that, you'd be 100% now. Yeah. They're in again, the VNBrothers. Canino, the banker, with an essential piece of defending. Green Day brings it back. Here they come again. Fourth goal, ahoy! Just over the bar. But it's coming, this goal, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. They're getting closer with each attack, and we haven't seen Waai Raai really create anything apart from their opening chance in the first 2 minutes. So that's not a good sign. It looks like the VNBrothers are slowly asserting their influence on this game.
Daipala. Come again now. Look at the passing and the movement. It's just exquisite.
Oh,
they've got a man in the middle. One touch, two touch. Good block.
Penalty.
From Martial, but it was hands. Martial with the hand has conceded the penalty.
I'm not sure it was the hand. It might have been the tackle. But
have we had a penalty saved yet in this tournament?
No.
We haven't, neither now. Gaudin with his second game of this two-legged tie and a second goal as well. And the Vietnamese lead 4-0 on the aggregate, 1-0 on the night.
Oh, yeah, we had a penalty saved by Big Bad Wolf.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Good shout. Our wonderful producer, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Reminding us that. Everyone's getting into this. It's absolutely fantastic. We've got a great team here. Vic, Yusuf, Sam.
So Jiaodin now with
Mogan, our cameraman here as well.
Jiaodin now with a goal in each leg.
Daibala. Flicked on, yes! Oh, what a save! Well, the sign of a class keeper. We saw someone on the Facebook comments flag Nguyen up as the standout keeper in Vietnamese FIFA, and he's showing why tonight. 4 world-class saves from him. Their value for a goal over the 2 legs so far, aren't they?
And I hope they get a goal. I hope they get a goal or two. Actually, I hope they don't lose this leg. I think they definitely have something about them, but playing against teams like the VNBrothers will only get you better, and I hope they take this experience positively.
That's a good ball over on that far side, but they just can't keep it in. And as we pass the midway point in this virtual first half, you're watching live One Play Pro Club Challenge. 11 versus 11, FIFA action here on match night 7. It's looking very much like the VNBrothers will become the second Vietnamese team to qualify for the round of 16. We've already had 1 Malaysian, 2 Singaporean, and 2 Thai teams go through. Look at the space they've got here. This is trouble. They've got runners coming up as well. They get the ball on the banker with a strong challenge from the banker. Still haven't seen much of Yi's use. I think when the games get more competitive, he might feature. They're into the area here. Look at that skill. Fantastic. Wonderful work from Tantino. Green Day. Daibala. Daibala making space for the shot. Deflected and in. Daibala has given the Thais a glimmer, the tiniest glimmer of hope, with a cracking effort We don't see the replay, which I think is a bit much from the host team.
Guys, please show the replay, guys. We want to see the people who are watching want to see it as well. So please, if you're watching this, please allow the replays.
Do you know how to say that in Thai?
No idea.
Yeah. 33 minutes in, and Dybala
replay cup
with a goal. And now, of course,
something like that.
they only need to score 3 more. My Thai, I'm afraid, it only extends to San Miguel Manao. Back it goes to Ng, who has been beaten, and it still means there's just 2 goalkeepers in this competition that have kept clean sheets, the stoppers of Tiki Taka, and that, of course, was a bot, the goalkeeper for... Was it no, it was a bot playing for Dizzy Asiento, wasn't it?
Yeah, keeper
and the goalkeeper...
They've got another chance here.
Gaudin, look at that skills. Oh, he's showboating. It's Olay stuff, this, from the Vietnamese. The banker, though, does well. Into the final virtual 5 minutes of this first half and the second leg, where VNBrothers lead 4-1 on aggregate. But the Thais not going down without a fight, which is good to see. We haven't seen any team throw the towel in here when the game's lost. They've all played for the 180 minutes, haven't they? All the way through.
It's great to see, that kind of spirit, basically, where, in FIFA, it's not uncommon to see players quit the game when they're losing, and it's great to see these guys compete.
Oh, what a ball that is! What a ball that is! And what a challenge that was. I think it was Martial, was it, that was back defending.
He's been outstanding in this first half, Martial. 3 key interceptions for his team, has kept his side in it.
Time added on at the end of the first half, and that was a delightful touch. Tried to find Jorginho, but it wasn't meant to be. There's 3 minutes for the first time, not 2. We got 3 minutes of time added on. Where's the referee found that from? I don't know. Martial. Well, this is an entertaining second leg clash here. You might think that the Waai Raai ESports Thai team have got too much to do to edge their way through, but they're certainly giving us some entertainment, and 2 interesting goals in that first half. One for the penalty spot from Gaudin, and one from open play deflected, I think it was, from Dybala. We didn't say. I think it was deflected.
I'm not sure if it was deflected. We'll see it at the end of the match when they show the replays. But either way, it was a really good finish from outside the box. He fancied his chances on the right foot, unlike the real Dybala. But, we'll take it. It's FIFA.
Yep, and there's the stats. Let's have a look at the possession. And not surprisingly, the Vietnamese dominating that. But the shots, look at the shots on goal. Much more, they're identical, aren't they? 5 and 4. Very close indeed. And much more competitive going forward, Waai Raai ESports here, than they were in Thailand in the first leg.
Yeah, good to see them take the first leg defeat positively and come out and try and win this game. I think it's fair to say that the VNBrothers have had the better of the half, but Waai Raai have had their chances as well, and I wouldn't put it past them to come out with a victory here today, but not qualify, just a victory in this second leg.
As you can see, we're counting down to the second half. You're watching live Thursday Night Esports. It's Pro Club FIFA, the One Play Pro Club Challenge, and it's VNBrothers of Vietnam in the red, playing from right to left in this second half at their home ground of the VN Stadium against Waai Raai ESports of Thailand in the blue, playing from left to right. And a reminder, on Saturday, same time, same place, 11 p.m, the One Play Sports Network brings you a causeway clash. La Rojak Football of Singapore against Angkat Suki of Malaysia. We're so proud to be bringing you all this live content. We've got our new strand of Sports SG programming as well. Catch that during the daytime, and then with us 3 nights a week as Yang manages to gather that up. But again, the Thais determined to go out swinging here.
Yeah, they started the half positively again.
Over the top, and they're going to keep this in play, and they'll be onside, and there's 3 red shirts waiting in the middle, and that's well blocked by Jamrak. And it's, who's it come off last? It's come off the Thai last. Oh, sorry, the Vietnamese last. It'll be a goal kick. Headed back in. Here's Cao Tritin. He's been influential, max player. Haven't seen much of MasterCard.
And the banker, MasterCard and the banker on the left. And same for Jesus, actually, he's been really quiet in this second leg, especially in the first leg we saw him pinch possession a few times.
Jiao, by the way, yellow carded, I think you saw there.
Offside.
Through.
He's off,
He's offside, the flag's up,
Good
it won't
finish,
count. The flag's up here. Well, they thought for a minute they'd scored, but Pao Tran ping back for offside, and it was the right decision, Nitin.
Yeah, the game takes great joy in seeing you celebrate and then pulling it away from you at the last minute. It happens quite a bit.
Oh, there's space for Caltritin. And the shot from Gao Din. He's everywhere now, Gao Din, isn't he? Look at that, the shot comparison. Gao with 5 shots on goal. Dybala's 1. They've only both scored 1 goal each in this game so far.
Yeah, Gao has definitely been leading the line brilliantly for his side.
Oh, Gao Din's in again. Good work at the back from MasterCard, I think that was it. Verdant. Sure. Verdanu. Oh, they've given it up here, but the banker recovers well. Nice touch from the banker. Nice one-touch football from Jorginho. Dybala, the scorer of the Waai Raai ESports goal. But they're just that little bit stronger, aren't they, the Vietnamese? And you get the impression they could go through another gear here if the mood took them to get some more goals. Gao Din's onside. Is he pulled down? No foul. That's surprising.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I do feel the VNBros are playing within themselves at this point. Not sure why. I personally get the win just to keep confidence high. So we'll see what happens at the end of the 90 minutes. But it looks like they've taken their foot off the gas.
Gao Din. Must also mention, this isn't just a nation battle. This is the battle of 2 big cities, because the VNBrothers, all their players based in Ho Chi Minh.
Goal!
And the Waai Raai ESports, all based in Bangkok. What a save that is.
Really good save.
From Guyang to keep the Thais on level terms on the night, even though they trail on aggregate by 4 goals to 1. Gao Din. Oh, it's a crucial header away from, is that Blackjack or Jamrak? I think it might have been one of the 2 centre-backs. Nice header on. This is good stuff. Dybala, they're onside. Jorginho, can he get another? Inside it goes.
Bro.
He had to take the shot there, Nitin, surely.
He had to. I think he's lacking confidence in this game for sure. He's got a wonderful record.
Oh, look at that from Green Day. Is the flag down here? Yes, it is. The Vietnamese in business through Gao Din. Gao Din, look at the space. They're standing off him. Gao Din's running rings round, and the cross comes in. And Guyang just gets it away in the nick of time.
Yeah, Gao was just waiting for one of his teammates to run in front of a defender, but it took a while, and he eventually couldn't get the ball into the box.
Here's Verdanu. Max player, Dybala. Max player again.
Dybala has been a really good influence in the second leg, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Fair play to him.
Much better game from him here than he played in Thailand at the Waai Raai ESports Stadium. Dybala.
VNB just getting a bit sloppy with their passing in this game.
You get the impression they think they've done enough. They know they're not going to go out, because it's difficult to see, barring late miracles, the Thais getting the 3 goals they need to go through. Of course, if they score 3 more times, they'll go through on the away goals rule. But that'll be a moot point if the Vietnamese get 1 more, and the clock is now against them as well. The banker does well.
That was weird.
Oh, straight to the Vietnamese, and they're in again here. But the Thais, for now, managing to get it away. And they've got numbers forward here if they can.
Come on, Waai Raai.
Dybala, the banker. Jorginho, lovely one-touch football from Jorginho in this second half. Verdanu.
Yeah, his overall build-up play has been good, but just lacking confidence in front of goal.
Oh, look at this. Flags on. He's timed that run perfectly. But MasterCard tracks back brilliantly. Chow Tran says, Waai Raai needs to bring more pressure to midfield if they want to prevent the overload play style from the VNBrothers. Do you concur with the thoughts of Chow Tran on Facebook?
Yeah, basically they're playing with a 4-4-2 formation, so they are always going to be outrun in midfield. It's about one of the strikers helping to drop back, possibly playing as a cam.
Green Day becomes the second player from VNBrothers to be booked as the shot comes in and is blocked. I'm not sure the keeper would have got there, Nitin.
That was close, you know, it looked like it was going in.
It was edge of your seat stuff there, wasn't it? You just got to the edge of your seat. You're about to jump out your chair.
Everyone loves seeing a free kick go in, don't they? I mean, it's just one of those things.
MasterCard. Well, the Thais are going out, but they've done Thailand and the Waai Raai ESports name proud tonight live on the One Play Sports Network, because They've not quite been good enough, but they've given this very strong VNBrothers team a big game. Green Day, it's a lovely ball.
What a ball.
Guyang's out, but Green Day, what a recovery from the keeper, Guyang.
Unlucky. Green Day heavily involved there. Got the cross in initially and then got the shot away. Just couldn't get into the back of the net.
Verdenu, Max Player. Ball's loose here. It's come to Jorginho. Back to Max Player. Max Player out to the left-hand side. And Tantino. Just too strong at the back was Arcati.
Again.
And are they going to have time to launch one more sortie? They are not. The final whistle goes. Well, Craig lost that 3-0. They've drawn this one 1-1 with Dybala's goal cancelling out Gaudin's penalty. And interesting to note that they stopped the Vietnamese from scoring from open play in that game.
Yeah, I think Waai Raai can be very pleased with their second leg performance. They learned a lot from their first leg. Ended up losing that one 3-0, but took their result positively, came back, fixed their errors, managed to get more shots on target and got the goal as well and didn't lose. So overall, a huge confidence boost for Waai Raai.
They would have to go down as one of the most impressive non-seeded teams we've seen so far, I think, Waai Raai ESports, because they were outclassed ultimately, but they played some really nice football at times.
I think that can be said for a lot of the unseeded teams. They all try to play football the right way, but they just don't have the tactical nous, perhaps, to just get over the line and get that final win.
Yeah, just have to obviously emphasise as well, because it was a draw, we need to lose those pictures now because they're playing redundant extra time.
Yep.
The FIFA mechanic in-game means when one of the legs finishes a draw, even though it's not a draw obviously on aggregate, we don't get to see the highlights, which is a shame. And it's a real shame as well because I wanted to have that argument with you about Dybala. I'm convinced that goal took a deflection. We'll have to watch it back later on.
Yeah, just to slightly correct you on that, the reason why we didn't get highlights is because it ended as a draw. And the game automatically went to extra time on the game.
That's what I just said.
Literally. So unless you finish extra time, then you get the highlights.
I literally just said that.
I'll go back and check this out. I'm pretty sure you missed
Are you
that
all right?
part out.
I mean, I joke and I tease this man. I must say, not only is Nitin an excellent analyst here on esports, but he is part of the team here working incredibly hard, obviously, with these very testing times. The Sports SG project with One Play Sports has taken some organising. These shows that have been conceptualised and launched. And this man, I can't touch him obviously because we're keeping safe distancing, along with all the team here working ridiculously long hours. And then when to come in here at 11 o'clock and he still wants to do it, it still shows passion. I do tease him, but he's an absolute superhero. And that's why he's the notorious Nitin Nambiar.
Guys, clip that out and send it to me. Patrick being nice to me is not very... it doesn't happen very often. Thanks, Patrick. Thank you.
I'll be nice to you again on Saturday, Nitin, when we get that Causeway clash. Looking forward to La Rojak football against Ankatsuki. Let's update the draw bracket, shall we, to see where things lie in terms of the games and the teams to come. You can see VNBrothers through to face either Amigos or One God Like. That's one of the fixtures still remaining. We're 7 games in, 9 to go in the round of 32, and match night 8 is just 48 hours away. We will see La Rojak Football of Singapore up against Ankatsuki. Really looking forward to that. And of course, it's a revenge mission for Malaysia generally after ones to watch. And Manok Gasak fought out that incredible 6-3 aggregate scoreline. And that was the game, the individual game of the tournament so far, the first leg that finished 3-3.
That was a fantastic game to watch. So if La Roja and Ankatsuki can live up to that reputation and keep the Causeway clashes alive, that'd be great.
Right, well, that just about does it from here. Remember, you get the emails coming in if you want to shout out on joining with the broadcast, studio at oneplaysports.com. And it's all about the LSFC. Like, share, follow and comment. You've been brilliant. It's been buzzing in the comment section on Facebook tonight, and we really are building a community. Tell them, Nitin, one more time. LSFC.
Yeah, like, share, follow, and comment for some of the best e-gaming action you're going to catch anywhere on around the world. So stay tuned.
Yep, and a reminder, tomorrow you can enjoy that strand of programming that we're performing in conjunction with Sports SG here at One Play Sports. Rise and Shine at 8:30 Singapore time. Kelly and Barbara in their morning show at 10. We've got the afternoon stretch. Watch your cooking throughout the afternoon. And I'm told, I caught a glimpse of it earlier, Duncan Elias and John in rehearsals for their new show.
Yeah, but
Evenings
with
John and Duncan.
Evenings with John and Duncan. Yeah, we recorded their first episode earlier. And they were having a Zoom call with a Singaporean athlete, a pretty well-known Singaporean athlete. So stay tuned for that.
Yep, keep checking back on the One Play Sports Facebook page. If nothing else, it's kind of a nice distraction to know that we're committed and focused on bringing you original live content and trying to keep you occupied during these testing times. As I always say, please do take care. Listen to what your government is telling you to do wherever you are in the world. Maintain your social distance and realise you've got to sanitise. Have a sanitise up, Nitin. Stay safe. God bless. We shall see you Saturday. Causeway Clash. La Rojak football against Ankatsuki. Live on the One Play Sports Network. 11 p.m. Singapore time. GMT +8. From Nitin and myself, good night. And we'll see you then.